Hi everybody, this is Natalie Kennedy from DachaLiving.com. Today I'm going to share with you why I stopped taking over-the-counter painkillers to deal with my period menstrual cramps. This is something I'm very passionate about. It probably should have been the first video that I shared because I started out at age 12 with just a bang. Full-on period, full-on pain. And in my family, it was just kind of accepted that this was a problem that all of our women dealt with. And I just accepted it for 10 years. During my period, I would pray that it would happen during the weekend so that I wouldn't have to miss school. I was a goody-goody in school. If I had Midol or ibuprofen, I would have to take it very quickly so that the onset of the pain would be after the onset of the medication. And I took anywhere from 4 to 6 pills per day. And when I say pills, I mean like Motrin or Advil, whatever. And I would take 6 or so per day. And periods are 5 days. I would take them for 3. So that's like possibly 18 pills per cycle. And then I've been having a period since I was 12. I'm 25 now. So that was a good 11 or 12 years that I was taking ibuprofen. So I'd like to share with you today why taking these pills has been so detrimental for me and now what I do instead. One of the main reasons that we have period pain is estrogen dominance. For me, at least personally. If this video doesn't resonate with you, please don't listen to it. Find another video that does resonate with you. But for me, the amount of sugar that I was eating, the processed, refined sugars and grains, those were really contributing to a hormonal imbalance that was causing my pain. It wasn't just a genetic thing that my family had told me. We all had hormonal imbalances. It's not genetic. Your body communicates to you that there's a problem through pain. If you have a nail in your foot and it's causing pain, take the nail out of your foot, as opposed to take painkillers to treat the pain of the nail in your foot. Your period cramps are literally the only way your body is able to communicate to you how your hormonal cycle is doing. So if your body is screaming, I have a hormonal imbalance, it's gonna tell you that through the frickin' pain in your uterus. Listen to it. As you start to improve your diet, the pain will at least lessen, if not go away entirely. And I've gotten to the point now where I've been 6 months, not even 6 months, almost a year without taking ibuprofen unless a really bad cycle happens, which is I can almost always trace it back to not one day of eating bad food, but maybe a week or two of eating really crummy, lots of dairy, lots of sugar, lots of not even grains, but processed carbohydrates and grains and such like that. The reason I stopped taking ibuprofen is for a number of reasons. I would say the first one is that it really disrupted my gut lining. So in your stomach, there is a layer of mucus that is really supported by these lipids called prostaglandins. They come in response to any sort of inflammation in the body. Now, most of our pain medications are called NSAIDs, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Anti-inflammatory means anti-prostaglandin. Prostaglandins are what allow the secretion of the mucus in the gut lining. So if you are taking a drug that inhibits the prostaglandins, you're inhibiting mucus, which means that the acid can burn your stomach lining, especially if you're taking lots of ibuprofen or other NSAIDs over time. So once isn't going to hurt you, but taking 6 a day for 3 days, once a month for 10 years, that can cause some damage. And if you're wondering why you've been having so many stomach problems, I encourage you to take a look at how many pain medications you're taking. And ideally, what we can do is hopefully stop taking those medications and go towards preventing the pain from happening in the first place. Or at least if you do have pain, use something like turmeric or ginger as an anti-inflammatory, which doesn't inhibit prostaglandin formation, so that you're not damaging your gut lining. So that is the number one reason that I stopped, is so that I could support my gut, because what ended up happening is I felt very dependent on taking NSAIDs or these drugs for my period pain. But then if I didn't take them, I would be in so much pain. But I knew that by taking them, I was hurting my stomach. And what I started happening is around age 20 or 22, I started developing acid reflux, which is one product of having, I guess that would be another video and I need to do more research. But I started having stomach problems, which acid reflux is ultimately a stomach problem. I started developing sensitivities to certain foods. I found that I was bloated after eating raw vegetables. I found I was bloated after eating lots of grains. I found I was bloated after eating dairy. And really, our stomachs are meant to be strong enough to digest these foods, but when you have weakened the stomach lining so much and stomach acid gets suppressed in production, then we are not able to digest these foods as well, and you can create leaky gut syndrome from that, which is also a topic for another video. So that's the main reason. If you take too many non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, you stop the inflammation that protects your stomach lining. And with that, you can cause a lot of digestive disorders. So really, hormonal imbalances and digestive disorders are very intimately linked. So I encourage you to reduce or possibly eliminate the amount of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that you can take into your body. So thank you so much. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have questions, submit them in the comments below or send me a message. And I look forward to connecting with you guys soon.